Do you know why I like to watch Casey Zander? Because his beliefs align almost exactly with my beliefs. So when he's saying certain things, because I am not around people who think like me, like I feel like I'm alone in this world, yeah. Because I'm not around people who generally think like me, like I don't have the luxury of hearing someone else say the exact same things that I think. So that's why I like to listen to people like Andrew Tate, Casey Zander, AMS, those sorts of people in it, yeah. It's very refreshing. Sometimes it's like fucking reading like a horoscope or something. Although I don't believe in horoscopes. Yeah, I don't believe in those star signs and no crap. But one time I read about like because someone said, "Oh, you're a lone wolf." That's what they said about me. So I just googled one time like the definition of a lone wolf. Blood, it was like reading a fucking horoscope. You don't care what other people think. You are content with your own company. Certain time you prefer your own company. When you make decisions and that, you make them based off how you feel and not how anyone else feels. I'm like, fucking hell. They should have just put a picture of me next to this fucking thing called a lone wolf. Yeah, that's what I am. Literally. So when he says certain things, I'm like, fucking hell, blood. Like, is he just describing my life and me to a T, blood? And there are many men like this. Well, there are a few men like this compared to the vast majority of millions and billions of losers on planet Earth. But there are a few men out here that are like me. But unfortunately, because we're so rare, the chances of us actually even interacting and coming across each other in the real world is very unlikely unless we deliberately build that bridge, like reaching out to a man on the internet or whatever. So, but yeah, people like me, I don't come across people like me on a day-to-day basis. That's why I like watching people like Andrew Tate and Casey Zander.
The very first trap that emasculated men fall into is letting other people's judgment hold weight to their self image. Okay, say that again. Letting other people have judgment that holds weight over their own personal self image. I'm going to say this a million times over. All you can control is your own perception of yourself. Say that with me. All you can control is your own perception of yourself. Therefore, it is in your best interest, it is in your it is your duty to bring the best, most positive masculine self-image for yourself. So, what that means is you have to give yourself permission to be and to do. So, look at this. Break this down with me. Give self permission to be what you want and do what you want. This is something that most men don't do. What will happen is they will be what their parents want them to be, what society wants them to be, what media tells them to be. They will do what is safe and what is predictable. They will never take the leap of faith and do and act how they want to act. They will never say the things they want to say. They live a quiet life of desperation, or then one day you die without living life to the fullest that you actually wanted. This is so drastically important. When I started YouTube, I will tell you this, everybody in my hometown laughed at me. When I say everybody laughed at me, I mean everybody laughed at me. They thought I wouldn't make it. They never thought that I would be able to attract an audience. Everybody thought that it was stupid. They thought it was cringe. Okay, when I started making fitness videos, for example, I would have my tripod in the gym. Like I was doing anything that I wanted to do because A, I wanted to be it, and B, I wanted to do it. Therefore, it was in my duty to live life to my fullest purpose and my fullest potential. Everybody laughed at me. I will tell you this. Back in 2020, 2021, when I was doing my long, list of videos that had included topics like masculinity, NoFap, retention, back when I was talking about different things such as stoicism, okay, there was multiple friends who I had for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years that unfriended me on social media, that stopped talking to me, that thought that I was cringe, that thought that it wasn't cool. These exact same people.
That exact same thing happened to me. It was only about a year ago I clocked, raw. I ain't heard from 3, 4 people in particular in mine since I started my YouTube thing. It was literally like day and night. It was literally like switching a switch in the off position. There's a few people I've got in mind right now. Since I started dropping videos on my YouTube channel, they completely ghosted me. Like, I had people, these same particular people, these 3, 4 people, we would hit each other up every now and then. Every now and then they'll just send me a text every 6 months, every 4 months. Yo, what you saying? Whatever, innit? since I dropped videos on YouTube, because obviously I used to send them out to people and that, like, you know, just to share them. Since I started dropping videos on YouTube, they completely ghosted me. I remember I had a guy that I used to ride bikes with. He's older than me by like 16 years. Used to make jokes with him, say like, oh, you're technically on paper old enough to be my dad, because he was 16 years older than me. Me and him will drop in with each other every 4-6 months or whatever, just to say wagwan. I remember one time, literally like it was yesterday, I was riding my motorbike from Edmonton towards Ponders End, and there's a Dixie Fried Chicken on the right hand side. I was at the traffic lights, or stuck in traffic, and I remember he rolled past me, and like obviously man's nodding my head or put my hand up, something in it. Anyway, maybe he didn't clock me or something in it. Cool. I sent him a text the next day or something like that. I see you. He just read it and never responded. This is someone that man was cool with, you know, like it arranged a little birthday outing and that, and he came with his son. Like this, and I've been to like his house for like his little house parties that he'll have or whatever in it. Not no raves or nothing like that, but little gatherings, little barbecue, 10, 12 people. It's always the same faces as well. This is someone that man's cool with like that. He's invited me out to a party in South London, yeah, because he lives around Ponders End and that, yeah, which is next to Edmonton. So me and him are cool like that. So like, yeah, okay, he didn't clock me, because obviously when I'm wearing a helmet and that, you might not clock my face, innit? But anyway, I clocked him, sent him a text message after I said, like, nodding my head and that, but he aired, man, cool. Sent him a text message the next day saying, I see you. He just read the text and never responded. I'm like, rah. One of my other family members and that, like I said, me and him used to drop in with each other and that, whatever, boom. And I realized, like, rah, over the last 4 years, since I started YouTube, I've not heard from this guy. There's some people, when you step out your comfort zone or you say something they don't like, they will completely ghost your ass. Fuck them, blood. Fuck them. Pussy ass. You know, let me pull this back a little bit.
That unfriended me on social media, that stopped talking to me, that thought that I was cringe, that thought that it wasn't cool, these exact same people, the channel now has passed 100 million views. Literally, think about that, 100 million views compared to when I started. These are the same people that now ask how I did it. Okay?
Gwe, God take your blood, don't. Hey, listen. I am conscious of who contacts me and who doesn't contact me. And when I start getting bigger and that, if people think that they can be hitting me, I'm like, yo, what are you saying? Fuck off, blood. Fuck off, blood. Because when you didn't believe in my ideas and you probably, like he said, like thought his YouTube channel and thing was stupid. I know there's people that probably thought my YouTube channel thing was stupid and that. Yeah, it's stupid until you start seeing some results.
The whole reason and the whole purpose why I'm telling you this is because if I would have in the beginning let other people's judgment of thinking that, you know, I wouldn't be able to follow my dreams or pursue my passions, and if I let other people's judgment hold me back, I would not be here on this video delivering this to you today. So the first thing that all emasculated men do is they let other people's judgment hold weight to their own self-image. Just think how deep that goes for a second. The second thing that all emasculated men do is they're in a state of constant consumption to fill the void. Now, why do I have the void in quotation marks? This is an extremely deep concept you have to understand. What is the void? Well, majority of men, and these are even a lot of the men that you call and you consider successful or high value. These are guys who try to parade a lifestyle. These are guys who try to flaunt materialistic purchases. These are guys who try to lean into the aspect of revenue level or business level millionaire to try to influence and make other people's perception of them look like they're top dog. Here's what you have to understand. When you're empty inside, you will do anything to fill the void. And these are the same men that you will see consistently try to fill the void with beautiful women. They'll try to fill the void with money, but ultimately the only reason why they're filling the void with money is because this is hopes that this will bring them more women. Or they'll try to fill the void with added social status to feel like they're a man of value or to gain their own self-respect. But ultimately this boils down just to get more women. The reason why I put blah, blah, blah right here is because you got to see how deep this goes. This void right here that is so deep rooted in not only insecurity, but the constant need for consumption, more women, more money, more status, more respect, all of this. This right here leaves you empty. What I can tell you is this: only when you step into your true God-given calling can you find your purpose.